Places of worship. We have got places of worship. We have got the church. We have got a temple. We have got a mosque. Those are places of worship. And we found them being used. For a long time we have known them. And these places, we need to get to know the origin. Who came up with a physical place of worship? Who started it? Was it God or was it a human being? If we got a book of Chronicles, chapter 17, verse 1 up to 6, you will find there King David and his prophet. The Jewish kings had prophets that could approach God, could see God on their behalf, come up with what they are given, with instructions. But a king was just waiting for instruction. God was not speaking to kings. He was speaking to prophets. And King David had his prophet, this is Nathan. So Nathan was the one that was speaking to God. God was relaying his message through Nathan. And the time came when King David thought of building a temple for God. And that's what I said from the beginning. The idea of having a temple, a mosque, or the church, it was not from God. God had walked with these people from Egypt for a number of years, crossing through the Red Sea, coming to the wilderness. They had no physical place of worship built. Now King David thought of putting up a temple. That idea came from David, not from God. So he came with it to Nathan, that he wants to put up a temple. And what Nathan did, from start, Nathan did not wait for God to speak to him. He hurriedly answered David that go ahead and do what is in your mind. But at night, now God came and spoke to Nathan about this temple. He told him, no. Why is David coming up with the idea of putting up a temple? All these years, this time that I rescued or I brought these people from Egypt, they had no temple. They had no church. They had no mosque. Place of worship was not there. There was no fixed place of worship. But now a time comes when David is just coming up with his own mind that he should have a place for worship. So, God spoke through Nathan and told him, no, it is not you who will build a temple for me. It is your son. And you see, these places of worship, when people look at them, when people see them, their mind now goes to the places themselves and not to God. And you find how people revere, how people respect, how people honor places of worship. Muslim, they honor the mosque. When they're coming to worship there, when they reach at the entrance, they will remove their shoes. When they go inside, they bow down with their heads touching on the ground to the point that they bruise even their forehead. Christians, I will speak about the Catholic. They have got some little water at the entrance. What this water is for, you do not know. But they know themselves. I'm not a Catholic. But when they reach at the entrance, that is now when they slow down and they go in walking at the speed of a snail. When they sit down, They honor that place. Not Catholics only. Let me also talk about my Protestant. I am a Protestant, Anglican Church. What do? Many, when they reach at the entrance, they slow down. They walk in as if a cat wants to catch a rat. It goes very slowly. And they sit down. So there is a lot of honor on the physical places of worship, more than the respect we should be giving to God. The honor we should be giving to God, we are now giving to places of worship. And this place of worship, as I said with the beginning, it did not come from God. It is not an idea from God. It is a man who came with it. It's Nathan, it's David who came with it. So, I want to repeat and help one another. Help you that God is not inside the mosque, is not inside the church, is not inside the temple. This is just something that a man came up with, King David. And it has taken people very far away from God. People just do their own things. People just do their own things. They have lifted up, they have exalted place of worship more than God. So the point I am emphasizing is this, that let us remember, let us know for truth, all these places of worship, be it a mosque, be it a church, be it a temple, it was not the plan of God. It was the plan of a man. And indeed, that temple was built, Dome of the Rock. If you go to Israel, you will find that thing there. And people are fighting inside there. People are gossiping inside there. People are planning how to go and bomb others inside there. Let us shift from physical temple and focus on Christ. Focus on Christ. He is the temple. Christ is the temple because he came from heaven as a holy temple of God. That those who will join or who will get attached to him, those who will be grafted into Christ as branches and worship God from Christ, that is the temple of God. That is where you can worship God. Not the mosque, not the church, physical church, and not this Jewish temple. No. Let us focus ourselves to God through Christ. He is the way, he is the truth, he is the life. He came from heaven, and during day is when he ascended to heaven. People saw him going there, and he's still there up to today, waiting for the day of rapture, the final hour when he will come back for his church of saints. May God bless you. Thank you.